Hi everyone, welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we're going to test out a brand new feature on this food processor. This is the KitchenAid Proline 16-cup food processor, and it comes with a dicer. We are going to try out the dicer on a lot of different kinds of vegetables to see how it performs. So join me as we test the dicer on this 16-cup KitchenAid Proline food processor. So the first part is to put the dicer together, and one of the things I found is it's a little clumsy the first few times that you do it. We've pretty much put our bowl on here, and we're going to put the post on here, and the dicer comes in a whole bunch of different parts. This right here is pretty much what does the dicing. It's an 8mm grid cutter, and this needs to be lined up perfectly. There's a little thing here that says front and a little space here that it goes on. So you just have to make sure that you get it in there properly. Next we're going to put our blade on, and then we're going to put this top on. And this too has to be lined up exactly. There's a gap right here and it says front. So we're going to put this on here, and then you have to push it down until it sort of locks in, and you want this to be back here. There's also this part here that you're going to use to push the end pieces through when you're done dicing and to clean it. So once you've diced something, sometimes you get a couple things stuck in here, and basically what you do is you put this here and then you just slam it through, and it will clean out this area. So let's go ahead and put this back together. We're going to put our thing on. We're going to put I'm going to twist it into place, and then we're going to put the lid on. And this, the first few times I did it was a little clumsy. It actually went on pretty good this time. The first few times I did it, I really kind of struggled with it. So what we have is we are going to dice up all kinds of stuff. We have some zucchini, we have bell pepper, and we have tomato, and we're also going to dice a Mirepoix. We're going to do onion, celery, and carrot. And we have a whole bunch of potatoes we're going to do. And then we're going to do some cheese. So we are going, I don't know if the cheese is going to work. The ones I'm a little worried about are the cheese and the tomatoes. What we're going to do is we're going to take a Mirepoix, we're going to make a gumbo tomorrow, and we're also going to do the onions, and the potatoes we're going to do potatoes O'Brien in our new electric skillet. So let's get dicing. So the very first thing we're going to dice is some potatoes, and I have some medium potatoes. One of the things is this feed tube is really large, but the opening for the dicer is more like your standard size opening. So you need stuff that pretty much will fit through this standard opening. Otherwise, the dicer is not gonna, it may not fit in the dicer. So I have it set to low, and we're gonna turn it on, and let's dice some potatoes. On the big side. Wow. Let me cut this one potato that I have here down a little bit. And let it rip. let's see what we got in our dice here. That was pretty fast. So this is the thing that you're going to use this little piece for. Pretty much you just put it on here and bang the stuff through. And here is our diced potatoes. The dicing is a little small. It's not huge dicing. I would say that it looks pretty nice. It broke some of the pieces up a little bit. So we're going to finish off our potatoes O'Brien ingredients. The first thing we're going to do is our onion. And we're going to do a little bell pepper. We got some red. And we got some green. And let's see here. Our little pusher. Line it up here and push the rest of this through. And then we have our diced peppers and onions. Cool. So now let's do a Mirepoix. And Mirepoix is basically carrot, celery, and onion. So let's see how this can do on some carrots. We have a little jam going on here. Ah! What happened? In carrot land. Huh. Jammed. Jammed in here. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Shoot that through. Okay. Well, that worked. Carrot. And let's see, celery I'm a little concerned about, so we'll see what's up. Pretty fast. Okay, and we're going to do a little onion. Yeah. You have to be careful. I think I jammed it by pushing too hard or something. I'm going to use this thing again. You definitely need that thing. And here's our Mirepoix. So we got carrots, celery and onion. I would say it's not like perfectly diced like you would with a knife, but for a fast job, if you're doing some big dishes and you want to get it done quickly, I mean, it does the job. It's just, it's a little on the mangled side, and it's a little small. See, it's a little on the mangled side, and it's a little on the small side for me, but for soups, for, you know, gumbo, it's great, it's fast, and, you know, it does the job. So we're gonna dice some zucchini and onions. I'm just gonna do a little stir fry with this. Nice. Cut this down because it's a little tall. It's really fast. And then we're gonna, whoops, throw some onion in here. One of my onion got away. You have to keep reminding myself not to push very hard. We're gonna take this out. And we have some really nice diced zucchini and onion. You could put a little bell pepper in this too. I'm just gonna throw this in a saute pan with a little olive oil. Maybe put a little corn in there. It's gonna be delicious. So let's do some tomatoes. I have 2 tomatoes on the vine and I have 1 Roma tomato. And we'll see how this thing does with the tomato. Ooh, pretty good. This would be really good for making salsa. I think when you're dicing tomato, make sure you have a nice firm Roma. Because these, yeah, those are a fail. You need a really firm Roma to use this thing with tomatoes. Basically turned it into tomato soup. It was really good with the Roma. It diced it, but the other, not too good. Last but not least, we're gonna try to dice some cheese. This is a block of cheddar cheese. It's nice and cold. Let's see if it can do it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I would say cheese is a no. So for my final assessment, the potatoes came out okay. They're really small, and I don't know how these are going to cook up when we do our potatoes O'Brien. If for fast, a lot of hash browns, you can't beat it, but they're also not too big. If KitchenAid would come out with larger dice or more options on that, it probably would be a good thing. Zucchini and onion, same. I'm going to stir fry that up. Peppers and onions, these are going to go into our potatoes O'Brien, and then they actually turned out pretty good. The only thing that really isn't that great is the Mirepoix. I think it just killed the celery a little too much, and the carrots kind of look like they're mangled. If you're doing a big pot of gumbo or something, or a stew, it's not going to be that big a deal, except for the, just this overall size of the, of what you get. I would say that it is really fast, and it if you don't want to sit up there and chop and you're going to make a lot of stuff, I would say that it's a pretty good option. If you like this product test, please subscribe below and give me a like and a comment, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook.